Alright guys, we're back. So we want to talk about why you need the pager, because it's actually starting to drive me nuts. Lacey, can she just come at her usual time? She's the one that comes. Yes, my text message is a bark, I know. Crystal's is a baby crying. Anyway, why you've got to have the pager. One, the pager came out in 1997, you guys. It was originally an article written. Bailey. And it was called a pager for pointing dogs, and it was really used because pointers would collapse under the pressure of a low-level stimulus methodology. They're super, super sensitive, and you're not going to convince me. The only way that you could really the only way to learn how to do that would be accidentally hitting it too high. I mean, anybody that says they didn't do that, I'd say look out, because that's getting ready to happen. It would be inevitable. You don't risk that with the pager. Then you get these people that say, well, the pager's not adjustable. Well, it doesn't have to be. The pager on your cell phone isn't adjustable either, but yet you understand that that's somebody communicating with you. The other thing is the stimulus is going to contract the dog's muscles. So if you are initially doing it, communicating by contracting their muscles, you really are going to meet an opposition reflex. You're not going to get that with the pager. You're going to allow, and people see, be there in 10 minutes. In other words, wrap this video up in 10 minutes. People see, how we can consistently get that fluid movement for the down, for the recall, for the turns on the heel. You're not going to get that with stimulus. It's going to contract their muscles. And originally, I was able to do that before Jim and Phyllis left and went to Dogtra. I was, used the Tritronics. They were my friends. They helped me. I could bend a dog and do all these things with the continuous. I could do it all. And that was even when they had those, collars that you actually had to unscrew the contact points, change the level. So I could do that. It wasn't like I couldn't do it. But then Phyllis said, get the pager, and luckily I listened to her because I trusted her. And so I did go get the pager, and, we initially only used it for the motion commands, but then Anne, and I don't know what happened to Anne, but Anne is Jim and Phyllis's daughter, and all of them have master's degree in behavioral science. She said they use it for every command, so I started doing that too. So that's how we kind of do it. The other reason, again, that you have to use the pager, one, you're going to have a commonality between all handlers. You can turn the dog over to a novice handler and be able to use the pager to have them, now it's the commonality between all handlers. So you're not going to turn a dog over to somebody that's never used a collar before and say, here, start hitting this low-level continuous. There's just no freaking way. And you're inevitably going to hit it too high or too low. There's people that go and say, well, the dog works on a level 3. I got news for you. It doesn't feel it. That's just you kidding yourself. So that would be the laundry list of reasons. 1, ease of use for novice handlers. 2, does not contract the dog's muscles. 3, allows for very fluid behavior. 4, allows for commonality between all handlers, and it's a cue, not a correction. That's why it does not have to be adjustable. So anyway, you guys, I'm sure I'll come up with more later, but that's why you've got to have the pager. If I said to you, I've got a cell phone that it's going to use just a low-level electrical stimulus to let you know when somebody's calling, nobody would want that. Nobody would want that. Nobody would want that. Anyway, guys, more updates soon.